Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and I want to discuss, fluff on my hair here, or my head. I want to discuss how Andrew Capo Cuomo is literally the best friend of the Great Reset. Period. Amen. Okay? He's a guy who has not only gutted the greatest city possibly on earth, but has given the entire state to billionaires. Let me say that again. Given the entire state to billionaires. On its face, you have Eric Schmidt coming in for the Smart City agenda. You have Bill and Melinda Gates doing education. You have Track Trace Force, right? The contact tracers by Michael Bloomberg. And that's going to dovetail into this latest authoritarian nightmare that Cuomo has illegally put into an executive order. In fact, Trump should have immediately struck this down. It is disturbing. It's disgusting. Cuomo has now said that you need to take a test to come into the state. So if I want to go see my brother, if I want to go see my new niece, if I want to go see my nephew, William, my other niece, Bella, I'm supposed to take a test and then get tested there. That is medical martial law. That is what that is. That is playing right into this great reset system of restricting people's movement, telling them what to do and how to live and have a COVID pass. All right? This guy is a nightmare. It is completely illegal, and Trump needs to speak up now. He needs to speak up now. He needs to speak up now. He's already, Cuomo's already gutted that state. And can you imagine him as the attorney general? Because other than that story, we're going to play him today, again, telling you he's mandating the vaccine to everybody. And he wants to be America's governor. He wants to mandate it to you. He talks about literally vaccinating 330 million people in this country today. The New York State Bar Association put it on paper over the summer. I've been warning people that they're saying the Constitution has failed us in this regard, and they want mandatory vaccines not only for the state, but the rest of the country. Again, you want to know why I voted Trump? Yep. I mailed it in, guys. I did it. I had to with this whole move and all this other stuff. But on mandatory masks, vaccines, and lockdowns alone, no other subject really mattered to me at this point, because I've seen these restrictions I moved from my state. I moved from my state because of this. And if you think it ends here, no, this guy is the Great Reset's best friend. Remember, guys like Prince Charles are telling you they need to militarize the movement of climate change. Okay? This does not just end with mandatory tests, lockdowns, movements, forced vaccinations. It goes even more hardcore than that. I can promise you. So thumbs the video up, subscribe and share. It's been a while since we went fully live. I hope, tell me how you guys are digging the new format. It takes a little bit longer to put those videos out because obviously there's some editing involved. But I do like the look at them. I don't know that they're going to get more views. That's, and the information is the same, but at the same time, I'm trying to work my way into that. Again, let me know in the live chat. We're going to go to all your questions and comments. And remember, we use the GoFundMe link down below as a super chat mechanism. If you leave a comment or a question, we then, jump the line and use that because we're fully demonetized here, 6+ months. 6+ months. So today is the beginning of Burmis Brigade Media Month 17. I could not do this without you guys. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Remember to check out all the documentary films that are still free in the playlist section. Still up here. We're still on YouTube. Again, I was going through my emails today because I wanted to know how long it had been since I manually reviewed them taking down my thumbnail of Justin Trudeau in blackface and Robert Downey Jr. in blackface and Dan Aykroyd in blackface, basically saying, hey, the Prime Minister of Canada likes to play dress up. Maybe this isn't so good. Still haven't heard back. It's all selective enforcement, guys. So, I haven't broken the terms of service. I'm not a cyber bully. I've never called for violence. And remember, Rockfin, Rockfin, Rockfin. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. We do it live, okay? That's where we are going live. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. So make sure to go check us out there, and let's get into it. So if you go to the New York State website, these are the new guidelines, okay, to test out of a mandatory 14-day quarantine. Travelers must get tested 3 days prior to landing in New York, quarantine for at least 3 days upon arrival, and then get a test on the 4th day. So this guy wants to take a week of your life away for something that the WHO has said has a 99.4% survival rate, when death rates and hospitalization rates have plummeted in this country, and especially in New York. It's ridiculous. We don't talk about therapeutics. We don't talk about treatments. No, we talk about lockdowns and what? Medical martial law. That's what this is. This is not only medical martial law, it's the restriction of your movement. Okay? And just, if anybody doubts me that, they want mandatory vaccines for everybody, let's play this clip. We've played it many a times, but it's as relevant as ever. This is from June. And remember, this didn't get national media attention anywhere. Nowhere did it get national media attention.
Hundreds of people rallying in Albany Saturday morning, sending messages to Governor Cuomo and the New York State Bar Association. They say they are fighting for the freedom to choose and the right to refuse a COVID-19 vaccine once they are made available. Now, many doctors believe vaccines save lives. Others feel differently.
I am very much against forced vaccination.
As anybody with a brain should be. Any kind of forced medical treatment goes against your free will as a human being. Forget about the Constitution. Forget about the Bill of Rights. As a free human being, when they can dictate to you what you must take to participate in society, that is medical martial law, period.
Hundreds of protesters, including friends and families, rallied outside the executive mansion in Albany.
And without uniting, we are going to be weak.
Waving flags and their homemade signs.
We will not be a lab rat for anyone, any company.
And by the way, the irony of this is that if you listen to the entire Cuomo press conference, they're still demonizing, Trump's vaccine that's supposedly going to be around in the next few weeks, right? But they're getting you ready for mandatory vaccines of their vaccine. And then there was a whole race-based thing during this where, they were talking about inequality in communities and the amount of black deaths because of COVID-1984. That's something that actually Biden read off a teleprompter today. He could barely speak at his rally yet again. 15 minutes, barely speak. Okay? I watched it again. I'm like thinking to myself, man, this guy can't talk for 15 minutes. He's reading off of a teleprompter and he's doing it poorly. So let's continue.
Any vaccine company, Governor Cuomo, we refuse.
I'm personally not against all vaccines ever. I just think that there's a lot we don't know about vaccines.
They shared several messages.
I take care of many children and adults who are vaccine injured. My brother was paralyzed from receiving a flu shot. My family has a really bad history of vaccine injuries themselves.
In late May, the health law section of the New York State Bar Association in this 89-page report recommended a mandatory COVID-19 vaccine for all.
Now look at this. This document, we've brought it up here. You can go get this document. Recommended a mandatory vaccine for everybody in the country. Watch.
Residents, unless a doctor exempts you.
See, this is what they didn't say, okay? First of all, let's just read the whole thing, not just the highlighted area. When a vaccine becomes available, there will be a majority of Americans who want the vaccination. That's not true. Look at the polling. That is not true at all, at all. In fact, there's a huge resistance in this country to this. However, some Americans may push back, on the COVID-19 vaccination for religious, philosophical, or personal reasons. You notice none of that says for health reasons. Did you see that right there? None of it says any, like, they don't even put health in that. It's religious, philosophical, or personal regions. Not even skepticism. But again, Cuomo's allowed to tell you that he's completely skeptical of Trump's vaccine. But not when it's going to come to him, possibly being the attorney general of this country under Joe Biden and their program. Nonetheless, for the sake of public health, mandatory vaccinations for COVID-19 should be required in the United States as soon as it is available. Mandatory vaccinations are supported by the authority of the state police power. It's all about state power. It's all about authority, right? Authoritative sources, right? YouTube, this is authoritative source right here. State power. When the vaccinations are necessary to protect the health of the community. Constitutional challenges under religious freedom and under the First Amendment and are under the substantive due process clause of the 14th Amendment, see it, have failed when the individual interests are not strong enough to outweigh the public benefit. You see that? The Constitution has failed us. That's what they want. New York State wants this for you. Make no mistake about it. Okay? And if this guy gets in, that's what you're going to get. And you think I'm wrong. And when I say this guy, I mean if Joe Biden gets in and makes this guy his attorney general, it's over.
Just think about this. Past 8 months, the entire healthcare infrastructure has been focused on doing COVID tests. Hospitals, pharmacies, doctors, everything. We've done in this nation 120 million COVID tests in 8 months. 120 million. We have to do 330 million vaccinations, maybe twice, because it requires 2 dosages.
We have to do 330 million vaccinations twice because it may take 2 dosages. That's everybody, folks.
That would be 660 million. It took us 8 months to do 120 million COVID tests, which is just a nasal swab. How long does it take us to do 330 million doses of vaccination with the same infrastructure?
Something to think about. Something to think about. So thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. We're going to get to the questions and comments. Let's see if anybody's left a question or comment today. Not yet. But yeah, again, leave the comment, guys, if you want to skip the line, and let's do it. We do it live. All right. Hope everyone bought a CB radio for the internet turns off after the election. What's a CB radio? CB radio. It's how people used to communicate back in the day. Before the internet, it was kind of like a little underground network of people. Hi, Cuomo, Citizens Band 40 channel. Do you think California and New York will go red on Tuesday? I don't know how fair the election's going to be. I know that there's a lot more New Yorkers out there that want nothing to do with Cuomo, no matter what the illusion is that he's America's governor. America's governor, my ass. Let's see. Whoa, that's a big jump. It's a big jump. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Given the state to who? He's given the state to billionaires. One more time. The contact tracing force is Michael Bloomberg. Education is Bill and Melinda Gates. Okay. And then we have Eric Schmidt stepping in for the rest of the season. He did a press conference via a Zoom meeting or Skype, I forget which one it was, with Eric Schmidt during all of this. And then Jeff Bezos has also come in, and I believe it's 3,600 offices in New York that he's taken over. He's given the state to billionaires. In fact, let's just type in Cuomo and billionaires just to show you that billionaires like to give Cuomo money. And guys, if you think it ends here, by the way, this is the kind of madness that leads to things like this that are going on. Sex ban, national lockdown, couples living apart banned from hooking up for sex under new rules unless they've bubbled up. In other words, if you don't live with your partner, no more banging around. National lockdowns. This is insanity. Insanity, insanity, insanity. And believe me, it's all about this great reset. Pushing it on Time magazine cover. Billionaires know best. You see that? Oh, and royalty knows best. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Yep, the Great Reset by Klaus Schwab, another, globalist and UN and Davos guy we should totally be listening to. Because they are our lords, our gods. Cuomo billionaires. Revealed super rich to donate to Cuomo as he rejects tax hikes on them. Yes, and per capita, New York City had more billionaires than anywhere else in the country. Billionaires have fueled Andrew Cuomo's political career. Okay? Come on. Take a look around, guys. Come on. Cuomo opposes raising taxes on billionaires. You bet he does. He loves the billionaires. Andrew Capo Cuomo. Okay? That's where we're at. No way it's going to be rigged either way. What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about, DC? No way it's going to be rigged either way? Listen, again, let's do this one live. Jill Stein recount finds more votes for Trump. Let's see if that comes up. Uh-huh. So let me just explain something to people. All right? When they started doing recounts, everybody says that Trump lost last time in the popular vote. When they initially started doing recounts, all of a sudden Trump was getting more votes. And you may say that 131 is minuscule. Can you imagine what the rest of the country would have looked like? You don't think they tried to rig it? You think Diebold's your friend? You think that those voting systems don't have a long, long, long record of instability, hacking vulnerabilities, and corruption? Again, I used to love what Greg Palast did. The best democracy money can buy. Black box voting by Bev Harris. So important. So important, okay? I cannot stand Cuomo. POS. Are you aware of the new slew of vax bills coming down the pike? Yes, we've covered him. The vaccination bills inside of New York especially are frightening. Another reason I left the state. I wonder if corporations will require vax for employment. Some may try that. Y'all watching these nighttime Trump rallies, Right Side Broadcasting Network is crushing it with the streams. Yeah, see, Pete, here's the deal. We're not like cult members here. My audience isn't MAGA for life, and we don't catch, Trump on the trail the entire time. Now, I do watch a lot of it for news purposes, and it's just one of those things that we're not right or left here. We're about right and wrong. The fast antigen test requires app most of the time. That's what they want. Yeah, I'm not putting an app on my phone. I'm not being part of their medical martial law program, period. Oh, the fast antigen test requires app most of the, okay. I need to check and see if Cuomo is a warlock. Let's do the test. If he doesn't drown, he's a witch. I watched that one last night. For those that don't know, that's a South Park joke. Although that's kind of a joke. I saw another sketch where that was a joke too. Oh, I was watching a Ben Stiller show sketch, old school Ben Stiller show, and they did like a Salem witch trial thing. Oh, we got a super chat. We got a super chat because we can't really super chat, but it's over in the GoFundMe. Costello West donated good stuff. I don't get notifications from Rockfin. I know that, again, there's a lot of things. Rockfin's still kind of, in beta. It's not 100% great yet where it's able to give you those, but they do email my videos out to other people that might not have watched them. And I'm telling everybody, 11 a.m., 11 a.m., 11 a.m., Monday through Friday. That's where you'll find me live and exclusive on Rockfin. So go make that free account, please. All right, let's continue on. Jason's Nintendo Jack is killing it. Well, thank you. I'm a big fan of the Nintendo. It's old. I think it's got to be, this got to be close to 20 years old if it's not 20 years old. I may have gotten this in like in 1999. It's a very good possibility. Ridiculous Trump 2020. We got some emojis. There's no other choice, unfortunately. He's not a doctor. Who is he? Who are we talking about? Cuomo? I don't know. We'll soon know for sure what side of the aisle Trump stands. He's either with Klaus Schwab and his commie technocrats or us. I'm hoping, Klaus Schwab and the Reset Gang. Look, again, I'm going to be doing a live broadcast with Steve from Slow News Day and Whitney Webb on Election Day. Let me check what time it's going to be. And this is subject to change, but let's see. 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. my time. That's 5 p.m. Eastern. We should be them. Vote Zionism. Vote Trump. Well, there's no doubt that he's a unapologetic promoter of Israel and Israeli policy. Might want to dump the land of the rising sun. Look, I'm not really worried about it. Obviously, everybody knows that I'm not for communism. And, I don't know that's the land of the rising sun. I know that they've used that before, and I know that you've seen it also in other types of propaganda, but I just think it's a keen little design. But that's why, we also have the other channel. I hope people checked out my Lou Dobbs, or not my other channel, my other look. Although I'm trying to make that into another channel. But those videos take time. I know it's 10 minutes, but those end up taking me like an hour. Where a video on this, yes, I've done the research, but I've also done the research there. It's live and we're going. If I make a mistake, I just stop. There, I have to edit something out. I'm adding in video. Here I have the video lined up. That's the whole deal. The vaccine won't protect anyone and will only lessen the severity of a mild case. And of course, it will change our RNA and insert a chip, but not much on the CV front. Yeah, is that jacket vintage? Nice. It's old. It's old. I took that pic. Let's see, Trump 2020, Life of Rodley. Is it really a nice? It is a really nice jacket, huh? Wonder what I can get on Mercari for it. Trump be like, what can I do for Israel today? That background, make it a Superman Bam Pow or a Thwok Dump Rising Sun. Jorgensen 2020, 11 a.m. in which time zone? Eastern. The idea that Trump will oppose any of this is magical thinking. He has no ideology. He is an empty vessel. The permanent state is running the show. Go watch today's video with Lou Dobbs. We make that observation. If I like it for my 12-year-old, LOL. If like it. Isn't this the guy that killed all those seniors? He's not the only one. The entire East Coast. I don't want to say entire East Coast, but they had big problems in Pennsylvania as well. And you look at Joe. Joe was in Philadelphia today, and then the rally at Trump with Pennsylvania. It's like night and day. It's like night and day. Well, that's because of COVID, Jason, and Biden supporters are just way smarter. Okay, sure they are, and I'm sure more than half the country wants to be masked up all over the place, and they want to be mandated on lockdowns, and they want to know if and when they get to go back to work. From Zombie Joe and the gang, give me a break. Let's see. Even regular flu vax only works 30% of the time. We go by the numbers here, and I believe it was actually 37 or 38% effective. But for influenza B, which was the swine flu H1N1 this year, it was less than 33% effective. And that's their numbers. 50% in a good year if scientists predicted correct mutated strain. Current CDC requirement for effectiveness is 50%, which won't ever happen because viruses mutate. Normal safe vax takes at least 18 months to make. What up, Gritch? So what are we going to do about this takeover, folks? We need to, first of all, we need to stop the digital takeover of speech. That's numero uno, and it's all over the place. It's in our face. You better believe it. And people need to step up and start battling that. And I got to be one of them, too. We should already be out in the halls, not of government, but of big tech everywhere, and demand that the censorship either stop or forget about lawsuits. They need to be criminally prosecuted, period. Criminally prosecuted. Just like today, when I went over, can you name a high-level, high-profile military man or intelligence official in modern history, in modern American history, that's done jail time for treason? When you're looking at it, or any kind of crimes, forget about treason, okay? Really, the last time we had any of those people do any time, and many of them were pardoned later on, I think would be Iran-Contra. Casper Weinberger among them, like that. That would be it. It's been a long time. All right? Now do big tech. Think about that. When was the last time a billionaire, not a Bernie Madoff, okay, a big tech billionaire in with the medium military industrial complex or a publisher did jail time? Is that a thing? But no. There isn't a class disparity. Give me a break. Let's see. Why does my family want to continue living here? Is that New York? That's rough. All vaccines are poison. I can't wait to leave. Sounds like she's dealing with COVID. He imported my niece from Arkansas, backfired on him. By the way, you know what kind of person Cuomo is? His daughter was having a relationship with some like 30-something-year-old state trooper, and he moved him to Plattsburgh, way upstate. Okay? You think I'm kidding. They're saying, oh, he wanted to move, but we'll do it live, just like we did the Jill Stein recount thing live. Cuomo moves trooper dating daughter and thumbs this up. That's the kind of guy the capo is. Meet the state trooper who got transferred for dating Cuomo's daughter. Yep. See you later, buddy. We're going to put you right up another 3-4 hours. Later, dude. You're not dating my daughter. Oh, that Andrew Cuomo. He's not authoritarian. He's not corrupt. That's not a microcosm of the kind of capo that he is. No. Of course not. No. Of course not. All right, let's keep going. No one got the Rona on her floor of elderly hospice care. Whoopsie. Well, that's good. Just leave them. And STFU. Amazing audits. I did leave. Yeah. No, I left. Yeah. I'm not going to be your slave. And again, when people finally rise up, good luck. Because I'm telling you what, a lot of people aren't taking the boop. The boop. Sorry. 660 million doses for 330 million people from Andrew Capo Cuomo's mouth. We do it live, and we did it here. Flu vaccines have enough aluminum to increase risk off. And she's talking about the thimerosal. Let's see. If anyone wants to know about vax safety, please read about the Cutter incident. Flu vaccines have enough aluminum. All right, come on, let's not spam. Check the ingredients. It's gross. Everyone has gone nuts. Knows why Cuomo had to get nurses from Arkansas headhunters because all the nurses walked off the job when he started seating elderly hospice care with COVID patients. The biggest bullshiz about this mandatory vax is that the mainstream media demonized the term herd immunity. People don't understand that debating herd immunity is like debating gravity because it is a biological fact and at the end goal for any epidemic. Yeah, the fact that they're not talking about a mass immunity of people is also troubling. It's just like they didn't talk about the fact that building your immune system, when we played the one clip, it's that Truth Vaping ad where it says a good immune system is how they know to fight COVID. And yet we never heard that. That was never promoted. You know, I mean, think about how many you can count on the time of your hand. How many times a authoritative official talked about a good immune system, to being healthy as a way to combat this. No, wear a mask. Okay. Nobody's going to try and force vaccinate you. It's a head fake. Bull. They'll let Trump stop them at the last moment, and that's when the true laws are snuck through. I disagree. Lots of medications actually increase the risk of Alzheimer's, sadly. Rejecting herd immunity. All right, come on, man. Let's go. Oh, let's see. Oof, that's a big jump, huh? It's a big jump. Let's see. Okay. No matter what, it is forced. I don't know what that means. Trump is just controlled opposition. He can chill the reactions while the globalist agenda is set in place. 203 watching. Can we get a few more thumbs up for JB? Yeah, can we get 150? Can we get them up? It's actually at 310 right now. Yep, Trump is just as bad as the rest of them. Again, I'm not go watch my Dobbs video today on Bill Barr. Go and on the Trump administration. And I still had trolls in there like accusing me. They obviously don't watch the video. They're in the comment section. On my last stream that we just did, which was a recorded stream, I had to ban the same person 13, 14 times, one of those bot accounts, because I don't feed the trolls. One of them happened to be a known FBI informant, just so everybody knows. That kind of person. I don't debate with feds and people that make wild and untrue accusations about me and give them any kind of attention, because I don't want to get into a legal battle with people connected to federal agents. It's not my shebango. Just to let you know. This man's voice just makes me want to hit him in the face. Booyah! mRNA is not a vax, just genetic scissors. Why that specifically? Masks should be your choice. Vaxes should be your choice. Let those who want to be lab guinea pigs take their vax. Correct. Professor Michael Mina stated how we need to decrease cycle threshold value for PCR tests. Basically, we are counting everything as cases, including dead virus fragments. Might have something to do with this. This is a clip we need to play. Okay, because this is a World Health Organization, WHO official. Okay, experts pose the intriguing question: as influenza cases nosedive by 98% across the globe. Wait a minute. They would never fudge the numbers with actual influenza, right? That's not what we're saying here. That's not what the authoritative source says. Let's listen to her.
And maybe it's due to these measures that in the southern hemisphere during their influenza season, actually, they saw a very limited flu transmission. It was unexpected and very surprising, but literally there was nearly no flu this year in the southern hemisphere. So we hope that the situation will be the same in the northern hemisphere, and hope that the precautionary measures really are also good for.
Let's play that again. Literally no flu in the southern hemisphere. Okay, let's just bring it all the way back, because you should probably listen to that again. World Health Organization. She's right there. Take a good look, okay?
And maybe it's due to these measures that in the southern hemisphere during their influenza season, actually, they saw a very limited flu transmission. It was unexpected and very surprising, but literally there was nearly no flu this year in the southern hemisphere. So we hope that
literally no, just normal. Just lock it down. Lock it down. Let's check the super chats. Just make sure. Nope. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the questions and comments. Thumbs the videos up, guys. Let's see. WTF is he talking about? Who's taking the vaccine? Not me. Welcome to the Quad. Thanks, Duke Raoul 624. I'm having a good time in the Quad Cities, by the way. I like it here. I really like it here, actually. I'm glad I moved here. There is no place to leave a message on GoFundMe. Rockfin doesn't notify me. Castillo, I think you figured it out. That there was like a little comment section. I think that was you that gave it. And Rockfin, yes, unfortunately does not notify you yet. But again, 11 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern. I go live Monday through Friday on Rockfin. In fact, you know what? Since we do it live, let's see if we can find the new dig on that. Boom, boom, because we got all these new little things going. You know, we let's see. Bam. Bam. I don't want to do this, but, you know, every once in a while we like to bring up the production value. Yep, join today. Check it out. Oh. So, Rockfin, guys. Rockfin. That's where you can support me. And that's where, again, if I get kicked off of this platform where I'm going to be going full throttle, and I'm kind of going full throttle there anyway, a lot of that stuff is remaining exclusive, and it's live and free. Make the free account today. Okay? I wish that, you know, YouTube didn't censor me. I do. I wish that it was an even playing field. I wish that I could be monetized. I wish that I could be suggested. I wish I could compete with authoritative sources. Instead, I rely on you guys to get the information out. That's it. There is no COVID growth in samples with CT. Again, you're speaking non-English. We get it. The tests are biased. I mean, again, people watched what happened in my town with the case-demic. Nobody's sticking a swab up my nose. If CV is so damn contagious, can't they just test the breath? Without nano vaccine, they cannot finalize Agenda 21. Plus, even if the current number of cases are correct and increasing, then that means the COVID IFR is going lower. Yes, the mortality rates are dropping and the hospitalizations. That's good news, not something to panic about. Correct. I agree there. I called you a soothsayer. I mean truthsayer. Sooth equals truth, Allah forsooth. Well, thank you, John Doe. Dushewitz said you'd be vaccinated like cattle. Plunge a needle into your arm. Trump will capitulate. Castilla, if you follow through the prompts after you donate on GoFundMe, you will get the last section and then you can leave a comment. Castillo says, thanks, Gritch. I'll try it. I think you got it through. That is how we do it. We do it live. Brandon Bolton, Trump will not help anyone. Get ready. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Not one dose, two. That's right. I have lived in New York my whole life and don't know of anyone who voted for Cuomo. The tab is at the very bottom. He's showing you that. How should we prepare for the shit show coming in between election day and I moved. Be tight with your community. I don't know what to tell you. I think there's going to be chaos no matter what. No sex advantage for the depopulation agenda of Bill Gates. They fear mongy. LOL, they're fear-mongering. Hope you off yourself. And plenty have already probably over 1 million suicides. Well, it's not good for your mental health to live in a society like this. mRNA, Luciferase, will be injected into everyone. The DNA will be ruined. Freedom matters. I agree. Search through Bing. Google and Bing show different search results. Try searching Fauci no mask. Bing shows better results. Google censors. Did you see the new rapid test is connected to an app that Trump and the globalists pushing forward? I'm sure the new test in New York City will enter will be one of those connected to the app. Jason, do you believe Capo Cuomo has legal liability? Justice, no, I don't believe he does. I believe that those executive orders are ludicrous, and they gave him an expanding power well beyond even some kind of a pandemic or virus. So no. How about that? How about no. GOP voter suppression. Trump winning Florida for sure. Cuomo is Australia's Dan Andrews. I don't know who Dan Andrews is. I'm going to be very honest with you. Everyone will have to get it globally to improve testing. False positive watch. I'm not getting anything. Tim Pool looks different today. Nice one, sir. What, because of the beanie? You want to see the grays pop? There it is. Look at those things. Look at that. Look at that white forest. I'm pretty much, I've talked about going full Clooney before, but we're almost there. We're almost there. That's a lot. That's a lot of white. Here, we'll do the rest with the hair out since we've been called out on the beanie. Okay, my hairline is much better than Tim Pool's. Okay, I'm holding it down for an old guy, for a 41-year-old. Let's see. No problem. Thank you very much for donating. Correct, Gritch. Thank you, Castillo. I see Hillary has infiltrated the Electoral College. That's not suspicious. Pig's arse is on the money. Smash that like button and share. PST or Iowa time? Neither, Castillo. Eastern. Humor aside, witchcraft jokes are meant to hide actual witchcraft and stuff in plain sight. I created an account, but don't see where to go on your account at 11. You just go to my main page. So rockfin.com/Jason Burmis. And what I've been doing, Jeremy, is 5-10 minutes before the show, I've been just playing the thumbnail and some music in the background so we can get like 10, 15 people in there. And we need it to grow. Okay, again, that's why we do it live there and free. So, after the freebie for the day or whatever, then it goes to premium. But that's if you're a premium account, then you also get all the archives. And then we do cut it up and put some of it on YouTube during the day, but some of it never goes up on YouTube. So it's a way that, premium members can support me. And like I said, it's a Netflix for creators. So if you support me, you get Jimmy Dore, you get Slow News Day. Okay, you get the Convo Couch, who we just did a video with. So it's really an awesome way and an awesome platform that has not only a great business plan, because there's actual money involved, but is pro-free speech, and it's still limited where not everybody can sign up for an account. I think it's very smart, actually. LOL, it is a Monty Python joke. She's a witch. She will float if she's a witch. What else floats? A duck. So if she weighs the same as a duck, she's a witch. Is there a Rockfin app? Only on iOS, not on the Android. There are Nuremberg laws against forced medical procedures, and there should be. Dr. Fauci, Dr. Ruth, same creature. Army for Trump poll trolls. Let's see. mRNA luciferase will be injected into everyone. The DNA will be ruined. mRNA is not a vax, just genetic scissors. Can we not spam? You say it once, that's enough. Just saying. Your new look on the new videos is awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Deep state death doctors. New Zealand is banning growing your own food. Disgusting. How obvious these globalist reptilians are about not letting us find our power. Are you saying the outcome will be the same, whoever wins? I'm just saying that no matter what happens, there's going to be a large sect of the country that is unhappy. Whether it's the one, that are way behind Trump or feel they've been cheated, I don't know. Or it's going to be the people that buy into the mainstream media and we're going to have Portland situations. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm just a simple caveman, okay? Wearing a Nintendo jacket and talking to you guys. The land of the rising sun is Japan, I thought. Oh, snap, it is. You're right. The land of the rising sun is Japan. See, I get things wrong. I am Terry. Thank you. Thank you. Rockfin. Freedom 2020. Do you think Israel will have our back if we go to war with China? I hope we don't go to war with China. And I think Israel does what's best for Israel. And although I think they'll find a way to back both sides, kind of just like the European empires out there. Britain, in particular, was able to find funnel money into both sides of World War II. Like, before Britain went in, I should say the United Kingdom, I should say the Rothschilds. But, you also had in America, Prescott Bush and the boys, Averell Harriman Banking, funding both sides of the war. I think they'll do strategically what they need to gain more full spectrum dominance. How's that? Rockfin is pretty sweet. Thanks, Pete. Awesome. New Zealand has fallen to the globalists. I'm still in bed Eastern. LOL. It's like almost 11 o'clock Eastern time. Pigzars, things sure are crazy there. I am the zombie wolf. Thank you for mentioning Diebold's hackable computing voting machines mandated by G.W. Bush. I remember voting in the 90s when New York State had unhackable mechanical lever voting machines made in Jamestown, New York. Preach it! Preach it, Sheila! We need hearts like on Periscope. Thumbs the video up, guys. That's what we need. Let's get it to 200. Jason, who are you? I've already voted for Trump. I did it. I mailed it in. If you need masks and social distancing, how come there was no spike after George Floyd's marches last June? Correct. Or any of the protests. Period. Or any of the other events out there that I've attended. From the sporting event in Iowa to Sturgis, there was no, Sturgis being massive, there was no outbreak throughout the country. It's ridiculous. It's Johnny Nonsense. The Chainsmokers concert in the Hamptons. I'd go on and on and on and on and on. Google sucks big time. They can't stop the truth. What up, Burmis Brigade? What up? How we doing? Jason is voting for Bill Vaccine Gates. No, sir. That lady leading things there looks like a heroin-addicted little... Whoa. Hey, there it is. Slow news day. What up, Burmis Brigade? Ollie North got locked up, and now he's on like 24 boards after a radio show and running the NRA. Yeah, that's, I didn't even really mention Oliver North. But, how much time did he actually do, Steve? Did he get locked up? I know that he was kind of the face of that whole thing. But did he get locked up? Never happened. What's happening, Steve? The only lockup members of the Predator class when they rob other members of the Predator class. All vaccines are poison is what authoritarians use as a straw man to beat furiously. His daughter on Bang Bros. That's hilarious. No. Slow news day. Good point. Hi, Jason and everyone from New York. What up, Free Spirit? I'm in New York, stuck protecting my grandmother from Cuomo. Tough. Good luck. Pulling a Madoff. Let's see. How to help end tyranny and peaceful restore liberty in your city. Sheriff Max Constitutional Sheriff's Association. I guess we'll show that, I guess, right? Bam. Bam. Maybe I can't. There we go. You've been bad, Bernie. Free Assange. Whoa, there's a jump. There's a jump. There's a jump. We're probably going to close this up in about 10 minutes. So if you want to get in here, guys, you might need to hit the old super chat and skip everybody just to let everybody know with the GoFundMe. And I want to thank everybody who donated last month and who's already donated this month. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without you. What do we got here? Reagan signed the Children's Vaccine Safety Law that absolved pharmaceutical companies from any and all liability for their vaccines and set up the vaccine court. Research it. True. Yet the lawyer-industrial complex is strong and doctors have liability insurance. Both ends of that one are being burned. Government should be known as the criminals committing genocide on humanity forever. Why thought? Shabango. Haha. You got it, Tyler. Exactly what happened to the flu this year. I think we went over it if you checked it out. QWERTY 281. Moderna modified RNA. Not to mention the cost of medical supplies due to regulations are 1,000 times the cost of production. A hospital bed out of pocket is $4,000 a day. And same goes for drugs. Nuts. They'll say because people got their flu shot. Moderna stock is mRNA. Hey there, TJ. Good to see you. Vaccine fillers. Aluminum. Hydroxyaluminum phosphate. Ammonium sulfate. Amphotericin. B. Animal tissues. Pig blood. Horse blood. Rabbit brain. Dog kidney. Monkey kidney. Chick embryo. Chicken egg. Smash that like button and share. Let's see. Democide has killed more people, period, than anything else. Democide is killing by government, by the way. Most people don't know that term. Good job, Gritch. The global cult psychopaths don't care about our well-being and can't empathize with us consumer units. Did Donald's uncle look at Tesla's papers after his death? Possibly. Possibly. Bum, 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 bum. The Tesla Trump barren time-traveling conspiracy. I party on Rockfin. That's good to know. I like the Rockfin. Boom. Boom. All right. And this one also has CRISPR's Rockfin, 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. That's right. Let's see. Not at all. I refuse to take any vaccines or get tested for COVID. I hear you, Estelle. Yes. The only way I'd get tested for COVID is somehow I got invited on the Joe Rogan podcast. That's it. A disease so deadly you won't even know you have it most of the time. Stuck here in Western New York, JB, what's the plan to live in the woods? I don't know. I think there's a blood test for COVID-19. I don't know that there is. That's more of that. Let me see. Did we get any other chats? We didn't, and that's A-OK. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Join the Burmese Brigade. Watch the documentary films for free in the playlist section. Learn about 9/11, Loose Change Final Cut, and Fabled Enemies, as well as Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. So important. Remember to Rockfin, Rockfin, Rockfin. We're Rockfinning right now. Right now we're Rockfinning, okay? And you can Rockfin too with us tomorrow at 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. Please join the Burmese Brigade there. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the flip side.